Hey everybody, what's going on? Trader Mike here. I've been asked by my friend the Burgler to review a couple of stocks for him. So I'm making this movie straight out for the Burgler. Not really sure where he's going with some of these, but I am going to give him a technical update on 4 different stocks. Now, right here, we're going to actually start off with AKAM, which is AKAM Technologies. And right now, I'm on a weekly chart. And what I want to point out to you, the Burgler, is we do have this downtrend line that started in, I believe, the beginning of '07. And we're continuing to hold underneath this downtrend line all the way till recently. Recently, we're actually coming up, as you can see, this line right here. We're coming up right into this downtrend line. And the way technical analysis works is this downtrend line right here, there's actually going to be some overhead supply coming into the market, which actually should push down the price of this stock. Now, this is on a weekly chart. You can take a look at the volume. The volume is still coming in the stock. It's pretty nice, actually. And the stochastics are way in the overbought here. They're actually embedded in the overbought because they've had more than 3 periods of weekly trading here while they've been in the overbought. So it doesn't mean this can't push higher. This stock can surely push higher. The only problem is, looking at a technical standpoint, you got to look at risk reward as you would on a fundamental standpoint. And the risk reward here is actually trying to take a short off this trend line. Now, I'm actually going to break it down. I'm going to bring up the daily chart and show you what's going on in the daily chart of AKAM here. Alright, so I got the daily chart pulled up here. I'm still noticing this downtrend line here that's coming back down from 2007. Now, right overhead of us right now, around it's 25.50. There's actually a gap in the price of the stock, and this gap is going to act as resistance also. And this is actually called gap this is gap window, and this gap window here is going to act as resistance. Once we actually break through this gap window and actually come into a gap fill area, then it's going to act as support. So I just want to show you what's going on there with this gap overhead at 25.50. That's most likely a good area to take a short in the stock around 25.50. So you're really only looking at probably 1 point of reward here to the upside. Now, taking a look at other levels in the stock, we do have this level right underneath us from the last swing low and the high in May of 2009, and it's right around $24, which will be some sort of actual support for the stock. Right here, this top blue line, we have the 20-period moving average, which is at 22.89, and that also should act as some sort of support too. But what I do expect here, looking at the stock, actually the last couple of days of trading, you notice here we have our stochastics. They're embedded in the overbought area, and they're starting to cross down. And actually, the price of the stock here is starting to make lower highs and higher lows, so it's actually starting a little downtrend here. Where would be the best area to actually get this stock is, it's kind of hard because you don't know where the market's going to be. Right underneath here, right around the $21 area, is some really nice support. And I actually think that this stock, depending on how these stochastics and the volume that's coming into it, especially, is working, I do think you'll be able to get this stock actually cheaper underneath, probably right underneath the 20-period moving average and maybe lower. You do have to look at it on a daily basis and see where you think the market's going to be going, because the market is also going to drag this up or down. Personally here, I would not take the trade because there's too much downside risk. Even though we do have a support level here, I do feel just the way the stock trades, we could actually come down lower, and we do have a gap here that does need to be filled right around the $21 area. So a key entry point would be looking for around $21, maybe a little less than $21 here on this stock right now. Doesn't mean the stock can't go up, but on a risk-reward basis, I would not be actually looking at AKAM here for a trade. I will let you know what I think is going on with the market, probably in another video later tonight. And now I'm going to go take a look at those 3 other stocks that you wanted me to take a look at. I believe the next one is SIC. I do need to pull that up. I'm going to take a look at that for you too.